Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to read the next chapter of A Legendary Truth. Chapter 5. Colress activated the Pokemon control device. It shot out a blue beam of light that hit the Golurk. They cracked with blue energy, and then their eyes turned an evil red, and they started to go on a rampage against the excavation team they worked with. Colress was extremely satisfied. "You should be grateful," he said. "You're witnessing firsthand the immense power of a device that will change the entire planet. A device that completely takes over the mind of any Pokemon." Looker was disturbed. "You finally perfected it." "And that's not all," Alda said as she grabbed Barrett. Then the two of them glowed with green light and floated up to the Pokemon control device. "We can transform Pokemon into weapons." Looker realized that they'd used telekinesis to ascend the cliff. Colress had forced the Golurk to use the move. Looker turned toward the mind-controlled Pokemon. "Sorry, Golurk. We're fighting back." Celine tossed a Pokeball and called, "You heard him, Crustle. Let's go." At the same time, Iris tossed her Pokeball and cried, "Dragonite, come on out." Crustle and Dragonite appeared in a flash. The Golurk immediately started attacking them, and Celine and Iris directed their Pokemon to use Rock Slide and Flamethrower. Lights flashed, rocks fell, flame blasted, and smoke swirled. Alda authoritated a nearby Team Plasma unit to help the Golurk fight, and Barrett brought out Team Plasma's group of Liepard. Their moves blasted down, and Iris, Celine, Looker, and the Professor braced for their impact. From a cliff above the action, Team Rocket was observing the battle. "How long are we going to stand up here and watch?" asked James. "Until Team Plasma gets its grubby hands on the Lightstone," Meowth replied. "Which we'll then grab for ourselves at the very last minute. And of course, Pikachu too," Jessie added. Meowth smirked. "Until that last minute, let's just sit back, relax, and watch the fireworks." Deep underground, it was silent in the cavern where Ash and N sat. Then N straightened up with a start. "Did you hear that?" he asked. "Huh?" Ash didn't hear anything. "Friends' voices. They're shouts," N said. Could Team Plasma be the cause of this? Ash did not like the sound of that. "Come on, we've got to get out of here." "Right," N agreed. "There has to be another way out. We've just got to find it." He and Ash both ran to explore the cavern again. Team Plasma had organized a huge, coordinated attack. The group of Liepard, along with a big group of Golurk, Conkeldurr, and Timburr, who were now under Team Plasma's control, were charging forward. "This is too dangerous for my taste," Celine added. Looker agreed. "We've got to keep them back at all costs." Iris and Celine worked with their Pokemon to put up an amazing defense. Dragonite's Flamethrower hit the Liepard as Crustle's Rock Wrecker smashed into the Conkeldurr and Timburr. Then Celine called for Rock Slide from Crustle, and Iris had Dragonite freeze the wall of rock into place with Ice Beam. Team Plasma's Pokemon were stopped in their tracks. "Now's your chance to get out of here," Looker said. "Where do we escape to?" Iris asked. Professor Juniper knew his way around. "This way," he cried, and he, Iris, and Celine ran to hide. Soon, though, Golurk, Timburr, and Conkeldurr punched their way through the icy rock wall, clearing the way to advance along with the Liepard. But Dragonite and Crustle weren't giving up. They kept attacking, making direct hits with Flamethrower and Rock Wrecker. "So now they're going to insist on getting in our way, eh?" Colress asked as he watched the scene from above the Pokemon control device. His fingers flew across his computer screen. He aimed the device's beam directly at Dragonite and Crustle. Celine, Iris, and Professor Juniper were watching from their hiding spot behind some of the ruins. The professor realized what was happening. "Oh no," he cried. "They're attempting to control your Pokemon. Get them back in their Pokeballs." Iris and Selene were shocked, but immediately pulled out their Pokeballs and called their Pokemon back in. Dragonite and Crustle returned, just in time. The beam from the Pokemon control device hit empty ground. "You! Xu, you! Iris's buddy Xu cheered from her shoulder. Iris gasped. "Stop! They'll try to control you too," she told Xu, hiding it under her hair. Luckily, Team Plasma hadn't gained control of Iris's and Selene's Pokemon, but the Pokemon also weren't able to fight them. The villains cheered. "There's no one to stop us now!" Barrett ordered all the Pokemon under their control to attack. With glowing red eyes, the many Conkeldurr, Timburr, and Golurk reared back and marched forward. 5 Shadow Ball attacks from 5 Liepard blasted away the ruins that were hiding Selene, Iris, and the Professor. They ran out of the smoking rubble, but ended up right in Team Plasma's grasp. "It's over," one of the Team Plasma's grunts announced. Team Plasma bound up Professor Juniper, Iris, and Selene in metal cuffs that secured their arms against their bodies. They were trapped, and there was nothing they could do.